Well, I don't really know what to say. We thought we played hard, and I thought our length at the goal obviously caused them some issues. We were really bound and determined to take away threes and force them to drive it at the goal into our length. And they make 11 for 27 against us. So that was kind of a disappointment. That's a team that can really, really score and really shoot. And we were very concerned about particularly their perimeter scoring going into the game. They got beat by a good Oral Roberts team the other day by 5 points, and Oral Roberts had to make 15 out of 21 from 3 to beat them. So we were very, very concerned about their perimeter scoring and their scoring capability overall. But our SID just said to me that I looked mad the whole game, and I guess that's just my ever-pleasant personality. But our preparation for 2 days was lacking, and that's been atypical of our group. They're a good group at preparing, and we didn't prepare well the last couple of days, and which made me even more concerned. And so anyway, we did what we had to do. We physically we just had too many advantages over them, and it was certainly nothing that I did or that Ray failed to do. It was just we had physical advantages, and we made some shots. I thought Wade played very, very well. He was really good offensively especially, and actually was good defensively as well. I thought Luke was going to get a double-double without scoring any points there for a while. And he might have if I'd have played him more than 16 minutes. But anyway, 11 rebounds and 5 blocks in 16 minutes is a pretty good night's work. And we're a completely different team defensively when he's in the game. So proud of my guys. I'm proud of them for coming out and doing, like I said, doing what they had to do. I hope that we prepare better for our game this weekend.
How do you teach the lesson then of practice makes perfect? You guys aren't preparing well enough. You win by 50. How do you get that across?
Well, as I've told them before, there are outliers in every season. There will be games that we play well where we prepare poorly. There will be games that we play poorly where we prepare well. But those will be few and far between. Most often, our play will reflect our preparation. For instance, Maui. We go out to Maui. We have every reason to be jet lagged, to not prepare hard. We have 9:30 a.m. practices because of when our game times were, and they practice like they were playing for a world championship. Well, so why is it any surprise when we get into the games at Maui that we play well? It's not. And our 2 practices before the Stony Brook game that we did not play very well in, not very good. So they know the general rule. Now, again, there are outliers every year, and we played solid tonight. I didn't think we played great, but I thought we played solid.
You talk about Luke. What's the big difference with him as a shot blocker this year?
He's just more physical. He's gained some weight. He's stronger. He's more physical, and he's really embraced the physical part of the game close to the basket. When he first got here, he was, 6'11" and 220 pounds, and he didn't care much for all that contact around the goal, maybe 215. And now he's 245 and 7'1", and he's got some advantages, and he knows it, and it's kind of fun to him now, and he's really utilizing it. And not only is he long, he's pretty athletic, but he's an incredibly smart defender. He really understands he understood what that guy was trying to do with him tonight, and that's why it was so difficult for that poor kid, because when you're 6'6" and you're trying to shoot over a guy that's got 7 or 8 inches on you, that's especially with that length, that's very difficult.
Kevin, I think they went 5 of 43 from 2. Have you ever been a part of anything like that?
Well, again, I'm not gonna take a great deal of comfort in that because they were 11 for 27 from three. So if we were any good, we'd have taken some of those 11 away and made them had 10 or 11 two-point field goals, and I shouldn't say if we were any good. If we could have done a little bit better job, but no, I mean, honestly, it's disappointing for me to look down and see that 11 of their 16 field goals were threes, because the second thing I wrote up on the board was take away threes. And we talked about it for 2 days, but I'm telling you now, they have some shot makers now. They have some guys on that team that can make shots, and we knew it. I mean, we've seen it. We saw them play Pitt, and they gave Pitt a hard game until the very end, and we knew they were capable, and we were able to take them out of some things, and again use our length.
What did you want to see Matt do more of or better that you didn't start him tonight, and did you see it in the game?
You know, I want to see him play better, and he played better tonight. Okay, he played like we need him to play tonight. He didn't play perfectly. He and Nolan have both been far too tentative for my taste, and they've kind of played the same position. We're going to be without Cam Justice for a while. He suffered what we think, not sure yet. He's having an MRI tonight. A pretty significant groin injury yesterday in practice, but anyway, those two guys have both been sort of playing the same spot and sharing the time, and we've been waiting for one of them to jump up and sort of grab the position by the neck, and neither one has. And didn't think Matt's performance against Kansas was near what we expect, and so I took him out of the lineup and gave Nolan a try. Then Cam went down yesterday, and I was already sort of too far in then to change it back, and we switched it back at halftime because now Nolan will do more rotating with Wade and Riley, which is probably going to put Joe Toy in the game a little bit more with Matt. But anyway, it's nice to have some depth. It's nice to have some guys over there that if a guy goes down, you have some other options. But anyway, I want Nolan to play like he played in the second half. I want him to be aggressive when he gets the ball. I want Matt to play like he played pretty much the whole game. I want him to be aggressive. There's no reason to be tentative, and there's no, I would have died for my college coach. I wasn't any good, but if Coach Katie would have ever said, I want you to shoot it every time you can, I would have complied. And I don't know what it is about those two guys that I can't get them to be a little bit more aggressive, but doggone, you wouldn't have to tell me twice. All right?
Last one, guys.
How much is a challenge going on the road to Baylor?
Well, it's a challenge because they're good. So it's a very big challenge, and one that I hope our guys embrace with a few good days of preparation, and then a good effort on Sunday. I'm hopeful that we will. I'm pretty sure that we will. But yeah, it's a big game. It's a real big game, and one that we're excited about.
Thank you.
Y'all, good night.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Kevin.